God. God damn it. I have to stop it. No, it still doesn't have a job. No, it doesn't.
Give me another one, Jack.
No. It is what guys, it doesn't load, okay? So I don't have any idea what you're saying. But we are on a boat on Loch Ness, Scotland.
I hear the water.
Don't worry, no, no. Loch Ness Lake in Scotland.
Visitors have been coming here ever since, just as you were doing better.
Oh, you could ask Scott your question you wanted to ask him. You ask him if he ever been there. The castle?
Oh yeah. Scott, have you been here?
The void was filled by losers and fakes.
People are talking up on the castle that they saw Nessie today. It was just a wave. Must be napping.
So brown, the water.
There have been over 1,000 recorded sightings of Nessie, some of which can be explained. Other explanations are movements, floating seals, wave formations.
Also,
The castle was really big.
we have to thank him for finding this tour.
The size described.
That's not the one who found out about this tour.
Yes, yes.
So thank you for
Yeah,
finding
for
this
bringing
tour.
us here. You have to wipe the lens.
Because we would not have found it.
Which of those sightings
Ourselves.
cannot be explained? Those sightings were
And we accomplished blue goal.
Yes, challenge completed.
It's ancient to find Nessie. Maybe we'll be able to crack the resin monster. We can come if there's not.
Thank you. Gracias.
Do you believe the Loch Ness monster swims beneath us? Loch Ness by
Let's be honest, we wouldn't have went to Scotland if we didn't know Cast.
Yeah, we would.
We can only tell you our story.
He brought us into
For the
this
centuries,
country.
and belong disappearing into the horizon.
Challenge complete! Really nice. We had a bit of sun up on the castle over there. Now it's raining.
Yeah, we only have internet on the water.
Yeah, on the water. On the castle we didn't have any internet.
Mine were working.
Into this cold, wet place. You're welcome.
We got lucky 2 days.
Yeah, we had
last
good
2
days.
days.
Yeah, yeah.
Majority of people who come to Loch Ness come to see the stunning views, but there are those who are attracted by one prospect: seeing Nessie. The myth of the monster in the water has been in people's minds since 1934, when the infamous photograph was taken. Yet there are those who believe she was seen centuries before that, and not just back Columbia. The Vikings
Not
frequently
bumpy at
invaded
all.
Scotland from
No.
the 8th
This is
century.
such a
Can you leave my my hoodie back? Yeah, thank you.
Viking stories from this time talk of water horses on the Lochs, and some have taken this to mean Nessie. Nessie has appeared.
This
or
boat actually has a lot of
many
different
television
tours.
shows, films,
But I picked this
and
one because Blue said about the castle.
Yeah, yeah.
During the Second World War,
And Blue doesn't ask for much, so he deserves it.
Yeah, and if we could do it, we do it.
for years there have been proposals to bring dolphins into
How many castles we see?
search for the monster. At
Huh?
the height of the 1930s Nessie Stadium, there was even a proposal for a
We
statue
saw
to prevent Nessie from being captured or killed.
the one.
There have been more than 1,000
Look up there. Might be up there, Nessie?
since the 1930s, and there are 4 Nessie
We saw the one in Dorney. We saw the one that broken ruin one.
Consider this.
Remember the one we hiked to?
Oh, yeah, yeah. So, this is the third.
The Scottish triathlon,
Yeah.
the ancient shoe.
But like there's the Everness one is not really.
This monster.
Yeah, it's not.
Thinks Nessie is incredible threat. Surely there must be something to the stories.
should make Calscott go to Winnipeg during winter time.
Yes. Cascot, you made us come here to this wet place, cold and wet. We should make you to come to Winnipeg in winter.
You know what's so weird? This thing changed time.
Probably arrange the files.
Because when we started, it said 20 hours, but we've been streaming for
Church of Ness to watch a London film, attempt the water speed record. John Paul already held the land speed record at over 390 miles an hour and is now looking to add to his achievements. Loch Ness has been chosen because of its length and shape. It spent a few days testing the boat, the jet engine power for sailing. Now they just needed to wait for the right conditions, namely Mirror and Protocol, or record then stood 178.4 miles per hour. Paul was determined to beat it. Reaching speeds of over 200 miles per hour.
Hide a bit of from the wind in my head.
Across the water, how magic must have been. Excitement turned to horror, and the boat runs twice, but she broke up, hitting calm instantly. What caused the boat to bounce has never been proven, and it continues to be one of the mysteries of the Loch. How, when he lived, would have certainly broken the water speed record, but all that remains of his integrity is a memorial to him.
Guys, here's the back. Look, here's the back. It's windy. Really nice.
Males became extinct in Scotland around 500 AD, but wild boar managed to avoid extinction until the 1700s.
They used to have boars. You hear, they used to have boars.
Even sea salmons would travel.
They got the
Famous plans to reintroduce wild bears to Scotland, but today they would still only be found in captivity. The local salmon population really have
yeah, it's so windy, guys, and cold. Yeah, spot the Loch Ness. Spot Nessie. We are on Loch Ness. Yeah. Look, there's a road. Come on, this is nice.
What is beating us?
wildlife and rugged landscape that inspired many travellers to come to the Highlands, and still does today. Much of the Highlands was once covered by the Caledonian forest, made up of Scots pine, England, and oak, silver,
Either way, we're good. We're in Scotland.
coast. Over the centuries, deforestation has reduced the native woodland to around 1% of its original size. The banks of Loch Ness, up into the mountains that surround it, are covered in trees. There are many different types to be seen. Look for the silver trunks of the silver birch. It is the most common tree in Scotland. Its leaves are silver.
I don't want
things
to
have
go
been
in
made
front of
from
people
birch,
like that.
including bobbins, spools, and boxes, as well as witches' brooms.
If you look to the
You
right,
wanted to see the
you see
front?
large areas of forestry made up of tunnels including water
Uh-huh.
which could go over 200 feet. This was where the Christmas tree
It is beautiful. It's cold today and rainy, but it's really nice.
you will find the Scots pine. And straight evergreen Scots pine is descended from the forest pines derived from
You saw?
7,000 BC. It can survive in forest swamps or other trees that strong.
But it's so windy.
Forest you can see on either side, largely managed by the Forestry Commission Service. They are managing the cutting down of trees, also managing replanting. Plan is to
Did you log a
reintroduce
sponsor?
many of Scotland's
Uh-huh.
native trees
We don't want to share it with you.
back in 200 years, things might look very different. It is in these forests that you can sometimes glimpse
Look at that raindrops on the water. I like that.
red
That is
deer.
not bad.
Red squirrels are also seen in this area. Hard to spot.
The sun is coming out.
We love our stories in the Highlands, and even the logs have a story to tell. As the boat makes its way back into the harbour, look to shore to the right of the Clansman, and you will see a rock in the water. You may look at it and think nothing of it, but we know the story of how it ended up there. Many years ago, when elk, bears, and wolves roamed the shores, two powerful and proud witches lived by Loch Ness. One lived in the craggy hill just above the Clansman Hotel, and the other lived on the opposite shore. They both believed themselves to be the greatest witch who had ever lived, and would tell anyone and everyone, dismissing the other's claim. They shouted insults at each other across the loch, and soon the heated argument turned physical, and they took to throwing giant rocks at each other, smashing into the hillsides and destroying them. One of these rocks missed its target. That is the rock you can see in the water. It is known to this day as the Witch's Stone, although no one knows who won the argument.
Nice legends. So that's the rock of the witches. After we're gonna go to shore, we're gonna lose signal and we're not gonna be able to stream. We need to take the bus back. But I'm happy you've been with us and we filmed everything with GoPro.
We are now approaching the Clansman Harbour. Our journey along one of the most scenic stretches of water is coming to an end. We hope you have enjoyed listening to our story and soaking in the outstanding natural beauty of the area. We'll leave it to Robert Burns to end the story.
Farewell to the mountains high covered with snow. Farewell to the straths and green valleys below. Farewell to the forests and wild hanging woods. Farewell to the torrents and loud pouring floods.
Okay guys, see you later. I'm gonna stream until I'm losing the signal, okay? We love you and we are happy you're here to see this. And the sun came. Woo! Let's go.
Can you hold on?
On behalf of all your crew, thank you for choosing Loch Ness by Jacobite. We hope you have a memorable stay in the Highlands.
So nice. Very beautiful. We're like drunk here. Woo.